I played one PC game from each year since the beginning all the way back in 1981. That's 43 years of games. If you want to skip straight to the games, you can go to this timestamp right here. Now, depending on who you ask, PC can mean many things, from IBM, Commodore, TRS-80, and even Apple. And that's not even including systems they used over in Japan, like the PC-88, 98, Sharp MC, Fujitsu, the list goes on. But for the sake of this video, I'm narrowing it down to games that run on MS-DOS and Windows, and I'm also lumping in self-booting disks, as even though they technically didn't need an operating system to run, there were a few games released on IBM PCs as bootable disks, so I felt they belonged in this video. One thing to remember is that a lot of these games were available on many platforms, and it's sometimes hard to be 100% sure which one was first. But I tried my best to find games that were either made that specific year for PC, or at least released on PC at the same time as the other platforms. So if you notice some notable games missing, it's likely that they were released on consoles or other platforms first. Also, this is not a best games or top games list. I chose pretty randomly. Well, not really random, but I chose games that either had an impact on the industry or had an impact on me growing up. Alright, enough talk, let's play! Welcome to 1981. This is Donkey, or Donkey.bas as it was usually called by its file name. This game was made by Neil Conson and Bill Gates himself, and it's as simple as it gets, as you can see. I mean, you're just trying to avoid the donkeys. And it's a little hard to determine which game was like actually first for the IBM PC, but this was definitely one of the first, if not the first. There was another game called Microsoft Adventure that was also released and shipped with the IBM PC, but that one was made in '79 for the Apple II and the TRS-80. Okay, so it seems like the goal, well, obviously to avoid the donkeys, but if I can keep going for a while, the car goes forward until... Oh, yes, donkey lose. Okay, so that... Well, that's it. I mean, it's as simple as it gets, you know? I'm really curious to see how this game really looked like back then on the period correct monitors. Like, it's higher resolution than it was back then. I'm playing this in a browser, so take that for what it is, but this is how it looked. Yeah, this is it. This is the beginning, so let's move on. 1982. Now this is a more well-known name, Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.0. I could not for the life of me figure out a way to play this. It's playing it in an emulator, it didn't work. Just didn't work. And I found a link to play it in your browser, but I cannot get sound or even color to work, so it's black and white. But I mean, we get the gist of it. This is how it looked, the first Flight Simulator. Flight Simulator was already a thing back in 1980. Oh, we're moving. It was made by a guy called Bruce Artwick from Sublogic. That was made for the Apple II. Oh, come on, come on, no, 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 no! And Microsoft reached out and asked if he could develop a new flight simulator for their brand new IBM PC. And lo and behold, here it is. But then obviously this one was called Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I mean, the rest is history. We have a brand new flight simulator coming up, well, right now, these days. So it's still going strong, still popular. This game technically didn't run on DOS, but it did run on the IBM PC through bootable disks, bootable floppy disk. So there you go, 1982. Next game. 83. Now, this is a game called Lode Runner. And I think this is a perfect example of the reason I wanted to make this video was so I could go back and experience games that I didn't even know existed. This is the original Lode Runner game, and this was one of the most ported games back then, with a bunch of remakes and spin-offs. It seems like it was extremely popular. And this was one of the first games to include a level editor, allowing players to create and then share their own levels. You're supposed to pick up the gold bars, which I guess is those little squares. And you have a torch or something. I don't know how to use it. Oh yeah. Oh, they can carry them also. Okay. Well, that can be pretty hard. How do I see how many there is? Oh, You go down there, thank you. Oh my god, this is... okay, there's one more. Can I grab it? Can I grab it? You go down there. You go down there. I can see this, why this was addictive. Wait, do I have to go up there? No! Oh, why did I do that? I should have... I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. No, up! Yes! Okay, I can see why this became addictive. Next game. Now this is a gem a lot of you might know about. 1984, King's Quest 1, the first game. Always heard a lot of good things about this, well not this game, but this series, and it's a very long-standing series of games. I never got the chance to play it. I was not even alive when this came out. You can really see the improvement in animations. This is fantastic. Are those alligators? Okay, so you're supposed... You interact with the world by typing. So if I go up to this door and I type open door. Oh, the huge doors swing open slowly. I love the way the scenes are drawn in. Okay. I wanna see at least one more scene. Beep beep beep. Can I fall in? Oh no! Just one false move and the moat, its residents, have you. Thank you for playing King's Quest. Well, there we have it. Game over. Damn. I miss adventure games. This looks so cool. I wonder how big the world is. Is that a goat? Uh-oh. Is that an evil goat? Okay. King's Quest. Huge step. Let's move on. 1985. Now, this one I have never heard about, but it was apparently very popular in the US at least. This is a detective game. Detective. At keyboard, please identify yourself. Joe. There's no record of your name on Interpol files. Well, I would hope not. Are you new here? Yes. Come on. National treasure stolen from Port Moresby. The treasure has been identified as an ancient tribal totem. Female suspect reported at the scene of the crime, which I guess is then Carmen Sandiego. And well, that's the goal of the game, to apprehend the thief by Sunday. So you have a week, it seems like, to investigate, travel around the world. Investigate the hotel. This was not initially intended as an education game, but apparently turned out to be very successful as an educational tool in schools. It sold really well, and by 1995 it had sold over 4 million units. This was probably really cool. It had a lot of replay value apparently, and I can see that if it's a new thing that was stolen every time. Nice. Moving on. 1986. Tetris. I mean, come on. We have all played Tetris at some point. I apologize if you hear some noise outside, by the way. They're laying fiber. So, I'm gonna soon be able to stream for those who care. This is one of the most ported games ever. Ported to over 65 different platforms. It was originally released in 85 by, well, it says here, by Alexei Pajitno. I butchered that name, I'm sorry. He released it originally for the Electronica 60. But that was a very basic machine, so he wanted to, well, for one thing, have colors. So the first system he ported the game to was IBM PC. The story of Tetris is very interesting, and the story of how he managed to get the game out in the world and all the hurdles he had to go through to make that happen. So I recommend you go and read up on it, it's very interesting. I suck at Tetris, always have. How? I cannot... Oh no! The controls hung up and then suddenly everything moved. Yeah, I mean Tetris. 10 out of 10. Next game. 1987, Test Drive. Oh yeah. This game released on multiple platforms at launch, including Amiga and Commodore and Atari and DOS. It had 5 cars, and but only 1 track. I'm gonna go with the Lambo. I think my first test drive game was Test Drive 4 on PlayStation 1. Okay, so how do I do this? Oh yeah, Burnout. Hell yeah. Okay, I don't, it's kind of weird, I have to... The controls are weird, I have to click the button, I cannot hold it. I have to spam it. Come on! No, I cannot turn! Next game. This is Ultima 5, 1988. I am sure a lot of you have heard about Ultima. I have heard about it, but I never played any of those games. Please don't sue me. Yes, let's just jump in. Okay, I don't know anything. The only thing I know is that it's an RPG. Is it? Yes, it's an RPG. How do I even move? Okay. Can I type everything? No. I don't really know anything here. All Ultima games up until this point had been primarily developed for the Apple II. But this was the last Ultima game to be released on the Apple, since the limits of the Apple II were just holding the developers back. So all future Ultima games from this point on would be developed for PC. That was just a thing of games from the time. You had to spend time with them, to put it that way. Yes. Next game. Oh my god, this game. 1989, Street Rod. I played this game so much as a child. 10 years after it came out, but for some reason we had a floppy disk laying around with this game. So yeah, the goal here is to just... You buy cars, you buy parts, and then you go out and then you go to the diner and then you race people. For either their cars or for money. And then you could chop the roof. Oh yeah. And you could take the bumper. Oh yeah, you could change transmission. I forgot. And you just do that by unscrewing and then get a new part, pop it on, and there you go. I don't think I can beat him, but... It only had like this, it was not even a track, it's only this, but I don't know, it was just so fun spending time in the garage as a kid, learning and just... Oh, there. I still got it. Okay, let's move on. So we are now in the 90s. Commander Kain in Invasion of the Vorticons. This game was made by Ideas from the Deep, which later turned into id Software, the studio that made bangers like Doom, Quake, Wolfenstein, all of them pushing boundaries of PC gaming technology in their own ways. It's... hell yeah. No, no, oh. How do I shoot? I don't know how I shoot. Huh. Oh well. Oh! Do a little Mario on New Bros. Epic. Amazing game. I never got the chance to play this either. But I heard a lot about it, and again, a huge step from the technology standpoint. John Carmack and his boys have done a lot for PC gaming. Next game. 1991. It's getting harder and harder to pick which game to play, as there's so many good games releasing now every single year. I first wanted to pick Duke Nukem, but I ended up on Civilization 1, since Civilization 7 is releasing now in February and I have never played this one. Start a new game. The Earth was without form. Let's go with Prince and... well, I mean, let's do Roman. No. Oh. Those sounds. Oh wow. This is basic. I mean in graphics, the game is probably very deep. It seems... tax rate. Orders. Can I zoom in at all? Okay, it's automatic turns. Hills, terrain type, food, coal, movement. Oh, there's a goodie hut. You have discovered scrolls of ancient wisdom. Code of laws. Allows monarchy with ceremonial burial, trade with currency. Literacy. Found a new city. Rome. That's cool. That's cool. I love this. I don't think it's aged very well. It's very hard to see what's happening, but if I was playing games like this back then, I would be very happy with this. Next game. 92. This is Alone in the Dark 1. Ask 10 people what was the golden age of gaming, and you will get 10 different answers. But no one can deny that the early to mid 90s was when we saw some truly big leaps in technology and perhaps the start of modern gaming as we know it today. Guinness World Records awarded this game first ever 3D survival horror game in 2008. This is, I mean, this is a huge step up again. How do I sprint? Oh my god, you look freaky. Okay. There's a trapdoor or something. Is there a... let's see. You can hear this, the music now is... well, it's becoming normal, real music. We are really moving into proper 3D games now. So let's go to the next year. Moving on, next game. You might wonder why I didn't play Wolfenstein in the last one. And this is why. This is the father of first-person shooters. The one who popularized the speedrunning community. One of the games that popularized modding. Well, this was technically not the first FPS game. It's credited as the one that popularized the FPS genre and setting a standard that pretty much every FPS game from here on out would follow. It's amazing. Who does not love Doom? I mean, come on, everyone loves Doom. And now we have the upcoming Doom Dark Ages and I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm just taking the damage. Yeah, I mean, Doom is just amazing. Everyone knows Doom. So let's go. Next game. In the US and Asia, and I believe a few other places, this game was called Relentless Twinson's Adventure. I played this a lot as a kid. But again, I played this game also on PlayStation 1.
Stop squirming, prisoner Twinson.
I can't believe this came out in 94. That's the thing I noticed when making this video is how many games I played 10 years or something after they came out and thinking they were new back then. That's a testament that shows how fast games actually went. How the fuck? Normal. Press the button. How would I press the button? No, that's the alarm. I don't know. Oh no, you're coming back now. Uh-oh. It was a really fun game. They're making I don't know if it's a remaster or a remake, but it's coming out like right now. I think this month. Maybe it's already even out. I didn't check. So yeah, best game. Moving on.
Brotherhood of Nod selected.
One of my all-time favorite games.
So,
1995, Command and Conquer.
well,
A lot of games from 95 and up were made for PlayStation and then ported to PC. So, again, I'm gonna continue to try and find games that were specifically made for PC. Or at least they were released at the same time for PC. Can you...
Yes, sir.
I might do a video like this for PlayStation also at some point, and maybe even other platforms, because this is really fun to do. I absolutely love the option of changing the graphics to the from the classic to the remastered. This is the remastered collection. And I don't know, man, I prefer actually playing like this. It's just how I'm used to it. That's how it looked like. Oh, it's freaking amazing. Best game. Why do they not make this anymore? Next game. 1996. 3DFX. Oh my god. Oh, that music. Jesus, it's been so long. I don't know, I still think the first game is the best one. A lot of it is because nostalgia, but it just had some charm to it, and I was never able to finish the game. Well, I mean, I was very young back then, but I played it on... I again played it on the PlayStation. Didn't have a PC that could run this at all. How do I jump? No, don't walk! Alt, okay. Tomb Raider was initially supposed to have a male protagonist, but was changed later in development to Lara Croft. Developers feared the game would be too similar to Indiana Jones. How do I grab? I forgot how to grab. Okay, back. Oh yeah. The jumping was always so pixel perfect in these games, and I don't know, I thought it was cool. Let me know in the comments if any of you finished this game when it came out, without the help of internet and all that stuff. Best game, 10 out of 10. Mwah, mwah. Moving on, next game, let's go. Don't need much of an introduction to this game, does it? This and GTA 2 was released on PC at launch, but the following games launched on PlayStation and then eventually released on PC like 6 months to a year later. I don't know why it's so blue. That's not how it was. Wow. This game. I wonder how many hundreds of hours I have on this game and the second game. GTA 2 was one of my absolute favorite games. I don't know, there's just something about this top down that really had its charm. And the next game, GTA 6, well, hopefully it will come next year, but I mean, not for PC. It will probably be the same where it comes to PlayStation first, and then a year or two, maybe even later for PC. Next game. I initially wanted to pick Microsoft Motocross Madness, as I played that game a lot, just like I played Microsoft Monster Truck Madness. Where did all those Madness games go? I really enjoyed those. But I mean, come on. Half-Life. This game was installed on my parents' PC pretty much permanent. And I remember this freaked me out. This game really freaked me out. Where's Half-Life 3, man? Where is it? Is it ever gonna come? At this point, I actually maybe don't even want them to make it because I'm scared it's just gonna suck. But it's Valve. Valve knows what they're doing. Right? Best game. Okay, moving on. So, this is one of those games where I always knew about it, but I never played it. And I am mad at myself for not doing it, because I really think this is right up my alley. I just need to figure out which one I should start with, so... If you have any suggestions, leave a comment down below if you have any suggestions which game I should try first. And while you're down there, please leave a like and also maybe consider subscribing, as I really do want to continue making videos like this going forward. Now, this is the HD edition. I sadly couldn't find the original anywhere, so this does look different than how it was back then. Because I mean, I love Civilization, and I think this is like a mix of Civilization and Warfare, which is, well, I mean, like I said, it's right up my alley. So, garrison, select unit, follow, guard, patrol, aggressive stance, defensive stance, stand ground, non-attack stance. Okay, what can you do? You're a builder. Buildings. Build house. Very cool. Very, very cool. Let's move on. Welcome to 2000. I first wanted to play Counter-Strike, but I figured since I did Half-Life, I wanted to try The Sims again, since it's been, I don't know, 15, 20 years since I played it. Create family, pleasant, roomies, bachelor. Wow, it's been so long I don't remember. Are you sure you want to buy this house? I cannot zoom in this game. And again, the reason I'm not picking games like Metal Gear Solid and Final Fantasy is because those games came first to PlayStation before PC. So even if many of those games played better on PC, I mean not all of them, but some did, I feel they belong in a PlayStation video if I end up making that. Okay, so go here. Damn. I liked Sims 1 when it came out. It was so unique. And Sims 2 was alright. Sims 3 was actually really good because you had like open world, so you can own a car and stuff and drive around, if I remember correctly. But I think that was 3 because 4 is very dumbed down compared to 3. What the hell is this? Oh. I don't remember if I ever played the Magic DLC. No, I don't think I did. I don't remember any of this. Why is my house like on the side there? It's all the way in the background. This is cool. Yeah, Sims 1. Pretty revolutionary when it came out. Next game! This is 2001. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 2. And this is an action-adventure game and a sequel to Soul Reaver, which I really loved. This year was pretty sick with games, with releases like GTA 3 and Final Fantasy X for PlayStation. Though I don't remember if Final Fantasy X came later to Europe, maybe it was even in 2002, but at least released in 2001. Oh yeah. This was a cool game.
I discovered evidence of my former nobility.
My former nobility.
This was the heritage so foully stolen from me when
Wasn't that his name? Rosiel? I love Legacy of Kain. I also played Blood Omen, I remember back in the day. But yeah, epic. Next game! Mafia 1. Daniel Vavra, my man. The man behind Kingdom Come Deliverance. He was the lead writer on this, I think, and also co-directed this game. My first Mafia game was Mafia 2, which is still one of my favorite games. Okay, let's go.
Drive. How the hell they know we'd be there? It doesn't matter now.
Well, this is obviously the definitive edition. I didn't have the original on PC, so it does look pretty good, I gotta say. I saw the announcement of their upcoming Mafia, The Old World, and I gotta say, I'm looking forward to that one. I just hope they go back to their roots. But yeah, that's Mafia 2002. Next game. Welcome to Broken Sword 3, The Sleeping Dragon 2003. Now, I chose this game because I love this series, and also to get some variation in the video. But this game is pretty dear to me. I mean, it's far from the best Broken Sword game, and you could also argue the move to 3D was not the best move, but I don't know, I like this game. In 2003, I also bought my first graphics card, I remember. It was an Nvidia 5006 Ultra, I think. And I remember I bought it because I wanted to run Command & Conquer Generals, but my CPU was trash anyway, so it didn't run pretty good anyway. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is good old adventure games. Could I use the mouse in this? I don't remember.
In the jungle, and I was alive.
No, I can't. That's one of the things I hated.
Have to get out, and fast.
Wait, how do I actually do this then?
With the seatbelt fastened, I wasn't going.
It did have some issues with
unfastened the seatbelt
those
carefully.
box puzzles. They became pretty tiring. It was a really fun game. I did replay it not that long ago, I think last year or the year before. But then I used a controller keyboard, I don't think it's the correct way. Anyway, moving on. Boom, boom. Half-Life 2. 2004. One of the most influential first-person shooters ever made, and one of the best games ever made. Period. I had a lot of fun messing around in this game. Lode? 2017? Yeah, sure, why not? I especially had fun playing around with the gravity gun. This was an insane year for PC gaming in general, with Half-Life 2, World of Warcraft, Far Cry, Doom 3, the list just goes on. This is like the begin- oh shit. God damn, it's been so long since I played this. No! Oh, fuck. Sup, dude? Ah! Hey, what up, boy? This game is just insane. I love it. Yeah, Half-Life 2. There is not much that needs to be said about this game. It's a masterpiece. Best game. 10 out of 10. Next game. 2005. First encounter Assault Recon. This is a first person, or otherwise known as F.E.A.R. This is a first person shooter with horror elements, and I never got around to playing this game. Apparently the AI was very advanced for its time, where the enemy are responding to your actions in different ways, like for example flanking, pushing and being defensive, depending on what the player does. Okay. Did it look this good, or is this again a HD thing? I mean 2005, it's not that long ago. Oh yeah, it is, it's 20 years ago. God damn it. Damn it, it looks very good. Oh. I don't know why I never got around to playing it. I should have, it looks very good. Okay. That was F.E.A.R. Let's move on. Oh yeah, Oblivion 2006. The Elder Scrolls Oblivion. My most played game on the Xbox 360, I think. And it was my first Elder Scrolls game. What is that resolution? This game... Yeah, I'm playing on a trashy resolution. I don't know, it didn't want to change. Which character do I have? Oh yeah, I was just done with the Brotherhood, I think. The Dark Brotherhood. Jesus, I forgot the controls already. It's not that long since I played it. How do I... This game also had the Radiant AI, as Bethesda called it, where the NPCs had their own schedules and they were eating, drinking, sleeping, working, and they also reacted to the environment in different ways. It was actually pretty advanced when it worked, but it did lead to all the Oblivion NPC memes, as it didn't always work as intended, to put it mildly. I do wish they kept some of the RPG elements from this game in Skyrim. Yeah, moving on. Next game. Welcome to 2007, and yes, it can. My PC can run Crysis. Finally. After all these years. This game was awesome. I mean, it was pretty damn mind-blowing when this game came out. I loved the nano suit and all those abilities you had. Changing between strength and armor. It's been a few years. Damn, it looks good. Crysis 2 was, I guess, alright. Crysis 3 I didn't like. I don't know. This is another example where I just liked the first one pretty much, and then the rest was meh. Oh yeah. Damn. Yeah, this was a cool game. Damn, it still holds. It holds up really good. Awesome. Next game. Ooh, 2008. Fallout 3. First Fallout game developed by Bethesda, and the first in 3D. Or the first in first person, I should say. I really thought I had a save. Does Steam delete saves after a while? Because I know I have a save. Maybe it wasn't even a thing back in 2000. I didn't play it since. I have played it since 2008, but player name.
That's a good name.
That's a good name. I specifically remember being in the middle of moving apartments when this game came out, and I was so addicted that I unpacked the PC first, of course, and then I just sat there like the meme where the monitor was on a cardboard box and I was sitting in a lawn chair, just playing day in and day out. Good times. Good times. So anyway, let's just move on.
Just a year old and already walking like a pro.
Welcome to Anno 1404, 2009. Anno is a pretty cool series. Personally, I play more Civilization than Anno, but I do like the games. I don't think I played this since, it has to be 10 years since I played it last. I keep saying that about every game, but I mean, it's true. It's a long time since I played a lot of these games. I really hope the upcoming Anno 117, Pax Romana I think it's called, I hope that will be good. I might get that on day one if it is. I do like Anno, it's very cool. This looks really good though. You will get a road, and you will... How about I place this building here? Okay, so you're complaining about a road. Okay, I will give you a road then. Okay, that was Anno. Epic game. Moving on. Oh man. 2010 Mass Effect 2. This is on my top 5 favorite games list. It has to be. I still go back and play through the trilogy every once in a while. Oh man, this is such a good game. This is how you make a real space opera? Is that a word for it? I don't know. I guess it's an RPG. In a way, action RPG. It looks so nice. I really do. It's just something about the Mass Effect games. They have like a charm. I mean, of course there is nostalgia. Like I do have nostalgia for them. But I mean, they are so well written. They play so well. The gameplay is so good. The story is good. I usually play this with a controller. It's a little hard to use mouse and keyboard, but... I mean, not hard, but it's... I'm not used to it, is what I'm trying to say. I didn't have a save for this one, because this is the original Mass Effect 2. This is not the Legendary Edition. I wanted to try and get the, you know, the proper experience, like how it looked back then. The Legendary Edition, it looks a bit nicer, but I am actually very surprised how good this looks. Oh man, now... Okay, now I really do have to go back and replay them all. 10 out of 10! Next game! Welcome to 2011 Minecraft. I mean, you cannot have a PC gaming video without Minecraft. That just doesn't work. This year was absolutely wild, and another year I wish I had more than 5 honorable mentions, because there's just so many good games. The Witcher 2 and Skyrim, I think, wins this year for me, personally. But then you also had LA Noire and Battlefield 3. Oh yeah, and Catherine actually released, but that was on consoles. Catherine is on PC now, and the Switch actually. I wish they made more of those types of games. It's so weird. But I don't know, it's fun, I like it. No, I don't want a button, I want a stick. I mean, I go back to Minecraft sometimes. You know, when there is no new games around, everything is just meh. It's one of those games where it's sometimes I just get the urge to play it a little bit. Yeah, that was Minecraft, still going strong. Next game. 2012, Dishonored. Damn, this is also one of my favorite games. It's so good. Makes me a little sad playing this now, though, after the closure of Arcane Studios. But what, I don't know, what happened? They were on fire with this game and Dishonored 2. They remade Prey, I think, also. And then just... This is also one of those games I just keep coming back to and play through both of them. I'm not sure... There was a standalone DLC, right? Death of the Outsider, I think it's called. I don't think I ever played that one. Maybe I should do that, actually. Oh damn, it's... The atmosphere in this game, it's so...
You did it.
Thick.
Somehow you took down
So good.
Overseer Campbell against
And the art style, I love the art style.
With Campbell gone, we've nothing.
Yeah, I love Dishonored.
On the throne.
Ah, moving on. We have come a long way since '96. This is 2013 Tomb Raider reboot. One of the reboots. I think they did more. I mean, as far as reboots go, this one was not bad. I would say the Tomb Raider games were going on a downward slope the last years, leading up to this one. So, I don't know, this was the right move. I would, of course, love to see a Tomb Raider game like the first ones with more focus on the puzzles. But for what this is, not bad at all. I really enjoyed playing this. I have played it more than once also. All 3 of them. This one, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Was it called Rise of... Yeah, it's Rise of the Tomb Raider. It did have good atmosphere, and it did have some puzzles, but... It suffered from what most new games do now, which is just way too much hand-holding. For me personally, I like when you have to think for a while. It doesn't have to be like the first ones where I literally couldn't beat the game because it was just too hard, but again, I was very young. I was just a young little dummy. Yeah, anyway, good game. Next game. We are now in 2014, Assassin's Creed Unity. This game was so broken on launch that I couldn't play more than 3 to 4 hours. And I just didn't go back to it until years later. It's not a bad game at all. Something else came up, new games. And I would consider myself a pretty big Assassin's Creed enjoyer. And last year I went back and replayed every game from the first one to Origins. Odyssey and Valhalla was just so big that even one playthrough was almost difficult. Assassin's Creed 2 Trilogy, or the Ezio Trilogy. The third game, Black Flag, and actually Syndicate because of the setting. That's my favorite in the franchise. I don't know. I of course, like most other people, enjoy the first ones the best, like the old style. But I do like I do like Origins. It's a fun game. Also, this combat style in the old games they were extremely easy. There were no combat, to put it that way. We were just pressing some buttons. Yeah, that was Assassin's Creed Unity. Moving on. Here we are, 2015, The Witcher, Wild Hunt. Best game ever made. The best year for gaming for me personally. And my number one favorite game of all time. I mean, come on, I even have the two. It doesn't focus, whatever. This game holds more than 200 Game of the Year awards. All of them deserved. And I mean, this is a very personal game for me. It is universally loved and considered one of the best games of all time. But you know, a lot of people have like that one game that helped them through a tough time. I mean, it doesn't have to be a game, it can be a movie or series or whatever. But this is that game for me. It's just... yeah. I also played a lot of Metal Gear Solid 5 this year. This year was just insane, my god. Ugh. I play through this game almost every year. I have like a yearly playthrough. And now it's actually been a while. Last time I played was Christmas last year, so it's almost 2 years now. I was thinking the next playthrough... I was thinking I might just upload the whole thing in its entirety on my second channel. So yeah. The Witcher 3. Best game ever made. Let's move on, even if I would like to stay here longer. After the disastrous launch in 2016, I didn't think this game would become what it is today. No Man's Sky, 2016. They keep updating this game all the time, and I keep coming back to it, usually with every update, and I like it. I really like this game. It was pretty empty in the beginning, but over all these years and all these updates, if you haven't tried it yet, I really recommend you to go and try it out. It's a fun game. I mean, of course, if you like, I would say, exploring type games, because yes, it's a space game, but it's more focused on exploring than the more sci-fi part of the game. Did that make sense? That didn't make sense. But you know what I mean, right? It has 18 quintillion planets, and all of them are procedurally generated. Seamless travel between planets. How about that, Starfield? Yeah. Oh look, here's my house. I think this is my last save. I restart the game way too much. I should just keep going on one save, but I don't know. I for some reason just keep restarting. Epic game. Moving on. 2017. PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Okay, let's go to training. While PUBG was not the first Battle Royale game, when it released in early access in 2017, I think it was in March, it drew a great deal of attention. It sold over 20 million copies that year. I don't know, Battle Royales have never been my thing personally. I don't know. I don't like running around for 15-20 minutes and then just to get shot in the head by some guy camping around in a building or hiding in the grass. What do you mean skill issue? I mean, maybe. It has a lot of recoil, damn. Yeah, if I had to choose one of the Battle Royales, I would choose PUBG. I like PUBG better than both Warzone and Fortnite and Apex I never even tried, and what are the other ones? I don't know. I knew. Next game! 2018, Kingdom Come Deliverance. That's another one of my top 5 favorite games. Do I even have space in my top 5? I don't know. Yeah, I do. It's up there. I remember playing the alpha, or maybe it was the beta of this game way back in 2014 or 15. I can't really remember. And because they had a Kickstarter and I helped them there, and then I remember they had different goals. Well, you know, like you do. If they reached this goal, they would add alchemy. And one thing they didn't have time to add was smithing or blacksmithing, and this will apparently be a thing in KCD 2. I'm so hyped for that game, man. Oof. This game is amazing. I do understand that this is not for everyone. It is like the combat can be a little, I wouldn't say clunky. It's not clunky, but it's very different than from other games, and I like it. That's what I love. I have spent so much time battling Sir Robard. Yeah, Kingdom Come. Amazing game. 10 out of 10. Next game! Planet Zoo 2019. This game is really fun, but I suck at it. It's like a spiritual successor to Zoo Tycoon.
Yep.
And it's made by the same studio that made Planet Coaster. What in the world is this abomination? Wow. It's been a while since I played, I can see. I think I must have started something, a project or something, and then... Well, obviously I didn't finish it, but I didn't come far at all. What is this? This is so ugly. It's just boxes around here. Okay. Planet Coaster plays very similar to this one, with the... I mean, the big difference, of course, being... You know, animals. Yeah, that was Zoo Tycoon. What? That was Planet Zoo. Let's move on. Next game. Welcome to 2020. Cyberpunk 2077. We all know how the launch of this game went. But they did a No Man's Sky with this and really turned it around. I went back to finish the game because I played like half the game or something when it released, and then I just stopped because the bugs I didn't have that many bugs actually on PC, but the game didn't feel finished, so I wanted to just stop playing and then come back to it when the game was like the devs wanted it to be, and I was pretty mind blown. This game is good. This game is fantastic. The expansion Phantom Liberty was also really good. This has to be one of the best looking games out there. It's so good looking. Now I obviously don't have... Do I have ray tracing on? I don't know, but I'm playing on a different monitor. It's only 1080. Playing this on 4K, ray tracing on, everything maxed, and get your 15 FPS, but it looks so good. Yeah. Cyberpunk 2077. Really good game. Love it. Next game. 2021 Resident Evil Village. This is the sequel to Resident Evil 7, which I guess it was sort of a reboot to the series when they moved to first person for the first time. I'm probably gonna get hate for this, but I do like 7 more than Village. Don't get me wrong, Village is fantastic. It's a very good game, but my first Resident Evil game was 1 when it came out in, well, I don't know, 96, 97. So for me, Resident Evil is more about the puzzles and less about the action. But it's a really good game, and it's miles better than Resident Evil 6. Sorry, but I mean, I guess you could argue that Resident Evil has been action since 2 or 3, or especially since 4. It's a good game. I did finish it like 4 times or something, because as soon as you're done with it once, you just speed through it. So I did a lot of things. I don't know if 100% it, I don't think so, but I did a lot. Good game. But now, let's move in to 2022. Next game. Elden Ring. 2022 Elden Ring. No comment necessary. Masterpiece. Ugh. Another good game. For me at least, I just noticed that games are just... There are so many good games. Games did not die. A lot of games did, but a lot of other games have stood up in its stead. English is hard. I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say. I was not big into Dark Souls, not because I don't like them, but just because I don't know, I just played other games and I never played them. But this game got me so hooked. It was one of those games where I woke up, played all day and did nothing else. I thought those days were over, but apparently not. I have no... What is this character? I think this was one of my... I think this is one of my magic builds, actually. I usually just do the boring katana build, and then if I get stuck, I am very boring, and then I drop in some glintstone. Don't judge me, okay? I'm not a Souls player, but I did finish this game 5 times. Best game, 11 out of 10. Would play again. Next game. Okay, now we are moving into 2023. Just last year. Of course, everyone knows that. This game released in Elden Access. This game released in Early Access in 2020 and fully released last year. I think we all got kind of blown away by the success of this game and how good it really is. I know I did, at least. It's fantastic in every way. This was my first taste of D&D. I think, at least. A lot of games are inspired by D&D, but this is like the first game I played, at least, where you use dice. I spent so much time just building characters and planning and basically just being a nerd. This game won several Game of the Year awards, and well deserved. Oh, I meant to do that. I just did that to show you. I totally meant to do that. What's that? Next game? Yes, next game! I swear I did not plan this, but this game released 2 days ago. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. What game is a more fitting end to this video than one of the first franchises ever on PC? Okay, let me pick... Yeah, whatever, let's just go with the Citrus Vision. Yeah, I know it's a Cirrus. What the hell? Why is this huge plane over me? Don't think that's how it's supposed to be. Unless it's like one of those because I'm online, probably. Maybe, I don't know. Whoa, why are you here? Are you like my instructor or something? Okay, can I even take off? I'm not sure. Come on. Come on. Co-pilot. Throttle control. Release. Yeah, I'm trying. I don't know why it doesn't release. Oh! We're moving. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh my god, don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. No, 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 no. Oh! Oh! Come on. We are in the air, ladies and gentlemen. We are flying. Very wobbly, but we are flying. Oh my god! Stop wobble! Damn. Nice game. Beautiful game. It's 40 years. That's a long time. But looking at this compared to the first flight simulator, it's pretty insane. I don't even know what I picked. Was it Poland I picked? I think I'm in Warsaw. It looks pretty sick. I've actually been here. No one cares. Yeah. That was it. 43 years of PC gaming. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, as this was very fun. And it would be nice to see if people enjoy it. You know, going forward, I want to continue doing videos like this. I have a few videos up on the channel now, which is more... Well, they're all over the place. There's one review, there is a performance video. It's a mess. But this is what I want to focus on now, going forward. And I have a lot of ideas. So yeah, if you would like to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing. Leave a like. If you watched the whole video to the end, or skipped until the end, no worries. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.